change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Money. Dollar. What's up, everybody? The Gritty Gamblers are back in the building. How we doing, Matt?
We doing good. We coming to you for the first time in a long time in a pre-recorded version today, man. We coming to you guys about a day early today, unfortunately. We're going to start doing this a little bit more throughout the weeks, especially during football season when we have a ton on the slate, just to make it easier for us to cover and not worry about the technical difficulties as much and make it easier for you guys to get all the content. So we're recording this on Wednesday night for Thursday for tomorrow. So we will have still the same Thursday coverage we have. We're just going to be able to give you guys better content and more controlled content in this situation on Thursdays. We're still going to be live on Mondays, but on the Thursday episode, we're going to have a little bit more controlled episode just to make it easier for us.
Just a little easier for your boy.
Yeah.
What? And way less like technical difficulties, like you were saying. When I'm driving home, man, it's awful.
Yeah.
I'm going through dead areas, and like I know I am, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
So this is our alternative to at least get one of the episodes back to normal. Mondays, honestly, not as bad technical difficulties as Thursdays, just because of our time allotted, and our time allotted will be slightly changed because of that. So we're going to have enough time on Thursdays now to cover a little bit more stuff and give you guys more breakdown of the whole weekend. So it's going to be pretty cool. To start with the recap, you want to land on what happened Monday Night Football?
Man, I went to sleep thinking, I was like, yeah, the Eagles about to push this in. Dallas Goedert ain't getting a touchdown. This is over. All right, I'm going to bed. Switch the channel. Turn on the movie. Went straight to sleep. Woke up. Looked on like Instagram and Twitter.
You saw the Falcons celebrating.
The Dirty Birds winning. Like, what? Not the Birds, but the Dirty Birds. Bro, what happened?
So more or less.
Oh, my God.
You probably went back and watched it after the fact, but like the ending where Saquon
I saw,
drops
like,
it.
Saquon missed the ball and like fumbled it, but I feel like I saw that part and I was like, all right.
You want me to tell you what the real mistake was in my opinion? I saw a good breakdown. I forgot who did it, but I saw a really good breakdown online, and it was they were trying to draw them offside on the play before, if I'm not mistaken, and they got Drew
during that game, especially. Huh? They were doing that a lot during that game.
And they got Drew on the jump, but Mayada didn't flinch to draw the penalty. He just stood there, and then Judon got to go back. So then Sirianni lost his mind in screaming from the sideline at them. When they were
you gotta love Sirianni, bro. Like,
he crashed out on Monday night.
He hates the Colts now, I guess. Whatever.
Hey, we're gonna get to your team later, man.
We did him so wrong. Like, we let him go get a head coaching.
We're gonna do your team later, man. Y'all in some dire straits, man.
I'm gonna send you a little something because we can't say it on the air, but you're about to see a funny and it's hilarious. Is what I saw on Instagram when I woke up.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I think
this was gonna happen this weekend at 12:00. Check it. You see the bottom left? See the bottom left?
Yeah. I know what it is. I've seen the meme. I know what it is. You know, as soon as I see the picture, I know what it is.
I was gonna take it and put Tennessee fans versus Oklahoma fans.
All right, man. This guy. We're gonna get to that game later too. That's a game we have to cover tonight. But man. back to the Monday Night Football game. I gotta give the Falcons credit. There's been not too much good quarterback play in this year unless you're in a Shanahan offense or you're a mobile quarterback. So if you're not Baker Mayfield or Derek Carr, you're probably not having a good quarterbacking year so far. And with that being said,
Matthew Stafford, man.
Bro, he lost all his weapons. I can't even count the GOAT, man.
Dude,
he's not actually the GOAT, but you know what I'm saying. Stafford's nice, man. Stafford's so nice.
He was terrible week 1 too, man.
And he still led them to OT.
Yeah, but he's off my fantasy team.
Bro, I'm not talking fantasy-wise. I'm talking numbers-wise. He still is one of the only 300-yard passers this year is my point. Like,
dude,
this year's passing is down.
Not looking good.
All right, so
I'm like that guy that has all the injuries. Yeah, that's me.
Are you the hospital team?
Bro, I'm something, bro. Every time I look at it, there's somebody IR. Like
I went 5 and
I got on IR and he had 20-something points last week. What happened? I don't understand.
I
Like,
went 5 and
one
1
time-
in my 6 leagues the first 2 weeks. 5 and 1.
Dude, I'm terrible.
I have I have like
I drafted
one and one team, another 1 and 1 team. Yeah, and the rest
drafted
are 2 and 0.
for the first time and
You
like
drafted who?
names.
Oh,
Like I just went for names.
yeah, you
Like-
can't be doing that. Your whole team's hospital bed now. I promise you.
Bro, I thought I was so smart taking Jordan Love in like the 8th round, like
He might play this week.
as a backup.
That's something we have to cover.
I don't think he's playing, bro. They did
I
the
think
same
he
thing
is.
last week. They did the same thing last
Did you
week.
see the film? Did you see the film? I saw the film.
Film.
I saw his leg move, and he looked good.
I
He
did.
looked good.
He got a brace
Yeah, full leg brace. Full leg brace. Full leg brace.
out there, bro. That's crazy.
Huh?
They gonna jam him up.
He was
Yeah.
literally bouncing on both legs in practice. I was watching in the indoor facility. He had a no contact jersey on, and it wasn't
Was
the
he have a
pad.
20th MCL?
Huh?
Didn't he tear his MCL?
Nah, sprained. It was sprained.
He's
He was
gonna
supposed to
mess
come
it
back
up
week
more.
5. He was supposed to come back week 5. So he
He's
comes back
gonna
this
mess it up more, bro.
Hear me out.
When I
hear
was
me out.
in like 8th
He was
grade.
supposed to
I
come
went
back
a
week
private
5.
school. I was like in 8th grade. I went to this private school.
Oh,
And-
you know this guy.
No. I know like doing this like this like and the quarterback there like sprained his MCL, was walking around with a brace and would play with the brace, and then one game they tore every bone in his body on his knee because his ACL and his MCL because he got hit one more time there. It's not smart, bro. I'm telling you, it's not smart.
I mean, he was already supposed to come back week 5. If he comes back 1 week
Rushing.
early, we'll see, man. I just don't think they want Malik Willis to start rushing
I
the whole
think
team.
I think they're rushing. Yeah, he ain't gonna beat nobody but the Colts. God,
They don't want-
turn our defense. Slow.
Y'all can't stop the run, man. Remember what we said about Josh Jacobs? Load up.
Dude, I was in a cold space today, bro. I'm like, we're terrified to hit somebody. One,
Load up DeAndre Swift this week.
and we arm tackle.
Yeah, you was saying that last week too, so that means it only got worse when y'all
Trying
played
to
Josh
push
Jacobs.
people over and stuff. You gotta hit somebody in the numbers, wrap them up, drive through, short, choppy step.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, y'all play 2 of the most physical backs in the league, man. You're not playing that in week 3. You're playing DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, but bro, that was ridiculous.
Brother, Joe Mixon.
It
brother,
should-
come on,
Joe Mixon tore us up last year too.
And he ran through y'all like paperweights.
He did the same thing last year. Go look at it.
I get what you're saying. He did the same
He
thing.
was
to
in
you.
Cincinnati.
He tore y'all up
Like-
last year is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, he tore us up last
So
year.
them physical backs, but every physical back besides Derrick Henry be really messing y'all up. And DeForest Buckner on IR, I saw
The
that.
linebackers are not doing it, bro.
You know what? They're too busy hosting a podcast like us.
Zaire, DJ, get off the pod. Get in the film room.
I've noticed that,
something,
man.
bro.
You know who else started the podcast? Them 49ers wide receivers after they started losing. Noticing,
You know
man.
who else started a podcast and they win it?
Who?
Alabama.
Yeah, man.
Mbakwe and
I
Ryan.
ain't trying to-
Hollywood Williams.
Hey, Micah Parsons trying to explain the Cowboys' run defense to his podcast after the Saints loss was hilarious.
I can't watch something.
But
like
at the
that.
same time, I say all this with a grain of salt because more power to these athletes getting their voices out there versus letting the media spin it. I'm not gonna hate on them for doing that, and that's pretty much what the end of most of what those podcasts are. So I'll give them their respect, but it comes with the clown at the same time. We're gonna get at you too.
You got to.
But I think that's just about it for Monday Night Football. I don't really think there's anything else really to cover. The Eagles sold, pissed it down their leg. They had a 97% win probability at one point, and the boys couldn't get it done. Now, if I pull up, look at it in this, man. What did I tell you about that soccer when Costa's locked in?
What did I tell you about when I tell Casa?
So we saw the story of both sides this week, didn't we?
Yeah. I
So
ain't
let's just say Tuesday, I was hitting the Cam Newton gif. I'm back.
Like Tuesday, I hit something too in baseball. So
Which we're gonna get to baseball in a second. I got baseball loaded up on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But soccer.
Today, homie didn't get strikeouts, so
Oh.
we missed by one.
No, yeah.
And if we would have played it on, if we would have taken the 3.5 from underdog instead of playing with the money with Prize Pick gave us, we would have hit too. So I mean, I messed up, but it is what it is.
I gotta give credit because this is something I'm gonna teach you guys when we get to the soccer section at the end of the show for future betting, like for next games. When you see a game, especially if you're on the provider FanDuel, if you see a game go to around minus 400 money line, that is where you, in my opinion, you're gonna want to attack their spread, because their spread will usually move from around a +2, -2 being plus money, to around a -1, so they only have to win by less goals. It's minus money, so it's less odds, yes, but it's more of a lock of a pick. For example, a prime example of the situation was Celtic today. Now, the bet overall, the lay, maybe not hit, but the process behind the main pick was correct. The process was, I knew PSG and Celtic were the two big teams that were going to have line movement today. PSG ended up winning money line, but their money line never went over 400. So I did not take their spread. I ended up putting their money line in a lay and just using it as like a builder, even though it's a horrible leg. Celtic, on the other hand, went up to minus 400 in the morning. At that time, I grabbed their -1 for minus 130. The price point evaluation here is what I'm getting at. When you see a team that's in that type of a difference and then they're about to smash a team, you're going to want to try to target them at the dip to get their -1 for security and protection. It might not be as great of odds, but if you want to hit and you're not playing it as a straight, if you're playing it in like a lay, then you'd want to do that. If you just want a straight, then you'd want to buy it before the dip and take the risk on the spread if you just want to play a game on the spread with those type of situations. Prime example of it being a good situation was Tuesday when I bet on Bayern Munich. They were -1 at like -2. No, they were minus Bayern -1 at like -200. So it was terrible odds for them. But if you put them in a lay, they're decent builder odds. And the reason why I say that is Bayern went up 3-0 in the first 40 minutes. They proceeded to win 9-2. So they would have covered any spread. Soccer 9-2.
That's crazy.
They would have covered any spread. This was yesterday. They would have covered any spread.
A safety, a field goal.
Yeah, 11 goals in that game, bro. It's ridiculous.
Football.
But the moral of the story is you got to target when you're betting on these specific teams in these high leverage situations where they're big favorites. You're never gonna bet the money line, but you got to figure out and target a position where you can actually bet it, and that's how I say, yeah. You're going to target those -400 area money lines where you can get their alt spread at a decent price compared to having to overpay or get chopped on a spread that's not going to hit. But on to baseball, man. Do you want to break down some of the baseball you hit this week?
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick. So, what was it 2 nights ago?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, last and no, it wasn't last night. So the one that hit, if Sabrina Ionescu would have hit one more 3, it would have hit a nice one because Matt Olson hit a home run and I called it.
Hell yeah. I had the Braves that night too, but I didn't hit the other leg on that leg.
But I had a 3-pick lineup.
The Braves lost that night anyways. What am I saying?
I think they came back and beat us too.
Ninth inning, yeah, the Reds. I remember that. Disgusting. Y'all gave up a 5-0 run lead, lost 6-5.
As I said, the season's over. Who cares?
You know the sole reason you guys aren't in the playoffs is the Washington Nationals.
You see, I could have put a Braves shirt on today, but I feel embarrassed to put it on. So
you know the sole reason you guys aren't in the playoffs is the Washington Nationals, right? The sole reason.
I don't care.
Well, no, there's a different angle from I'm talking
We
about.
suck. And we lost to the Nationals every single game this year. Almost.
But do you know what the other side of this is? The Nats are 2-10 versus the damn Mets this year.
It's terrible.
The Mets crushed the Nats, and they're the sole reason why that difference is literally Nats games. That's what I'm getting at.
But yeah, we had the other day.
He doesn't want to hear it, man.
All right, so we had Fernando Tatis that get a hit. He had 2 hits.
Yeah.
We had Jordan Alvarez get over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 2. And we had Blake Snell over 7 pitch strikeouts. He had 12. That man was cooking. Now, tonight we're riding Shohei and Judge to hit a home run, but I doubt it happens.
Chalk.
We'll see. There was more, but I'll tell you in a second. Who messed it up? Tanner Hook. Yeah, he only got 4 strikeouts instead of 5. But the other would have been so easy. Aaron Judge, 1 base. Shohei, hit, run, RBI, 1.5. And then Acuna, a hit, run, RBI. But he hasn't even gotten anything. So.
Oh, I got to give a shout out to the boy Messi. He's playing right now, man. Messi, second game back from the injury.
Messi's back?
Yeah, second game back he had from the injury in the Copa America in July. They must have really got him, or he just wanted to act fake demon.
Fake demon.
Because they won without him, more or less.
That's another overlay we need. Fake demon.
Oh yeah, when all these teams who think they're good but they're really not. For example, the NFC West after Week 10, usually the fake demons start to reveal themselves. It might be different this year because the Rams are cooked, the 49ers are starting to get banged up. The Cardinals are going to show their fake demon by Week 9 usually. That's when Kyler knows Call of Duty comes out, so he stops trying. And then the Seahawks usually, their fake demon by Week 12 when they got to play the 49ers for the first time.
That's terrible what you just said. I heard that.
Is it true?
Last year, too.
Huh?
I think we said the same thing last year, too.
Was I wrong?
Isn't there a Call of Duty coming out last year, too?
Yeah. They say it every year.
Bro,
October 28th. Week 8 is when he sucks.
He's balling right now, too.
Week 9, Week 8 is when he starts to suck. It's happened every year.
Fantasy quarterback last week.
He'll be probably... Bro, he was the number 1 fantasy quarterback in 2022 or 2021. I forgot which year it was. The year they played the Rams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they were the number 1 team in the league until, week 6, week 7, week 8, somewhere around that period, and then they completely shut the bed, barely made the playoffs in the wild card, and got shat on by the Rams.
And then the Rams did what?
I think that was the year they won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think that was 22. It was either 22 or 21, one of the two. Nah, but
We got the Yankees tonight, but I'm not happy with it. I'm also on the Royals right now, but they're getting crushed, so don't tell me on that one.
I could not touch the Mets.
Put those in way too early.
What was I about to say? Nah, the one thing I wanted to give a heads up with baseball, because I did put this in, was teams are starting to pack it in. So if their spots are already secured one way or another, I would stay off.
Like the Brewers.
Teams are already packed. Yeah, they're secured. They're not.
10 games up in the division, bro.
They're
that
playing
thing's about to change to Future Joe.
Bro, they're playing. Yeah. Future Joe about hit on there, but I think here's the truth. All these all these big teams, like you mentioned, the Brewers and teams that are ahead, they're playing the kids in the minors right now, getting them game time up there while they're resting their guys, getting ready for the playoffs. So if I were you guys, if you're betting baseball, be smart with it and only bet games that you know teams got to win no matter what. Like the Braves and the Mets are good teams to bet on right now because they got to win games. They're fighting for that wild card spot.
I'm trying to see.
But bet where you want to lean first, Joe. You want to go NFL or college football?
I was just looking to see how bad all my futures were, but I had 5. I'm going to cover with the as long as Brewers win, we'll cover all the futures, make a little bit, but
Okay.
Future Joe, hey, if you hit one, you hit one.
Yeah,
You hit one.
If it's green, it's green.
The green is green.
All right,
I'll tell you right now, Tampa Bay and Braves ain't making a World Series together.
Jeez. Tampa, man, the Braves.
Tampa and the
One thing,
Braves
but
making the World
Tampa-
Series. Yeah, right. They tried. They tried in the middle of the season. I got told today that the Diamondbacks were not a good team.
Who told you that?
And
Okay.
No one you know.
Okay. Well, they're tripping, in my opinion.
Tripping, bro. I was like, dude, I literally looked. I was like, huh? What? Or do you? I literally said, "Do you watch baseball?"
They're doing the
He
same thing they
said,
did last
"Yeah."
year that got them
And
to the
then he's
World
like,
Series.
"They only have 3 good players." I'm like, "All right." No, he named like 4 people, and I was like, "So they got 4 good players out of 9?"
That's
He's like,
half the
3.
lineup.
He's like 3. I was like, "Oh, half the lineup." And then
The
he
third of the lineup. Well, either way.
he said something else. I was like, "We'll just have to disagree on this one."
Now, what if you asked them about the Padres? Oh, they're nice as shit. They're good. That's
No,
a playoff team.
if he would have told me the Padres sucked, I
No,
was about to ask him what are the Padres.
that's what I'm saying. That's what they're gonna be like. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, what about the Padres? They're gonna be the opposite of the Padres. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, they're stacked. You see the moves that they made at the deadline, bro. Both of these teams was in. If I'm not mistaken, the Padres was in the NLCS 2 years ago, and the Diamondbacks were in the World Series last year. So
He said just because they were in the World Series last year doesn't mean that they're that good. I was like, whatever, bro.
they're getting hot at the time they got hot last year, which is a scary part. I know I just had a Boston accent there for a split second.
Boston Duncan.
All right, but let's get into college football before we get into NFL.
Duncan.
Starts first.
Yeah, let's get into some college football, baby.
First game to start off for the interest for me is USC Michigan. So that line was Michigan -9 to start the season. Now it's completely flipped to USC -6. So you can get it at -5.
What time is that game?
Like 3:30 Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, let me pull that up. I hadn't even seen that one.
Should be 3:30. I don't think it's a late game.
2:30.
Oh yeah, I forgot Alabama time.
Oh, I still don't see it. Oh, there it is.
There's gonna be. Hey, I'll tell you this. If there's tons of money in Michigan's favor, you gotta just disregard it, bro.
Under?
The under could be too public. That's the part that scares me.
Dang, 6288.
They're starting Origi.
Origi or Orgy?
Orgy, my apologies.
Ooh, wee wee.
They're starting Alex. How about that?
Dude, Michigan might win.
Bro, that's what. See? Stop. I said ignore the money, bro. So I'm trying to tell people. You saw that money was looking like versus Texas. You saw that money was looking like versus Texas, right?
That's the definition of a rat right there.
Texas walked in there, smacked them around with all that money on them.
That's a rat.
The public raked because of what people were betting on Michigan. So you gotta disregard the money on Michigan, is my opinion. It's either a stay off. This is what I have it as. Right now, I lean USC, but the money will pour in on Michigan due to the QB change. That's what I typed.
Yeah.
Like I'm staying off, and if I
That's
bet
a rat.
either way, I'm betting USC.
That's a
They're a
rat.
better team right now, USC. Yeah, but I'm staying off it. There's another rat here too. We're gonna talk about.
I forgot about that movement.
How Michigan got fake demon movement all the time. Yeah.
I forgot that they were a 9-point spread. Yeah. And it's at 5.5 now.
Yeah, I'm touching it. I'm taking it. I like that. USC? Yeah, give me that. What?
All right.
Hey, I'll tell you this. A game I'm definitely staying off of, though, Oklahoma versus Tennessee.
Wait. Before we get it, that one we got to wait on a little
Okay.
bit. Let's do Utah, Oklahoma State.
The game looks fake.
Looks
Tons
fake?
of money. It was good money on Utah early in the week. I don't know if it's flipped since, but good money on their spread.
Only 108.
What?
Only minus 108.
Their money line?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dropped the money line. But we don't know if Cam Rising's playing. If Cam Rising's not playing, I'm not touching it. Or I'm betting Okie. But I'm probably not touching it because I'm not trying to bet on
Oklahoma State ain't got no quarterback, bro.
Bowman sucks. He's been playing good this year.
Bro, he almost lost to Arkansas.
Bro, that's another game we're going to have to cover. Arkansas.
And Auburn.
Auburn's only a 3-point favorite at home.
They should have made that a night game.
Oh my God! Auburn would have definitely won that if it made it a night game. The fact that it's a day game makes it harder for them.
Yeah, they're mad.
You're sick.
You're a night game.
Bro, the fact that it's a day game makes it harder for them because they can't use all the Jordan Hare magic.
Yo, is Mizzou gonna struggle with Vandy?
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want me to tell you why I don't think so?
Why?
Because they just had the Boston College scare the week before, and they're way more talented than Vandy, so they're gonna be prepared to not be scared.
Well, Vandy got that quarterback, bro.
They don't have Luther Burden,
They don't need Luther Burden.
bro. You know what we tell you what's funny? Athletes like James Pierce and Luther Burden got that fat NIL from Mizzou in Tennessee to play split snaps, barely get in the game, and only play snaps when it matters, bro. They're really finessing getting ready for the league over those two, man.
So
Shout out.
our two most hated teams right now are playing each other this week.
All right, are we getting to that game now?
You already know which one, huh?
The one you told me to hold off because we're getting to Oklahoma and Tennessee.
No,
Who?
both these teams are on the poo-poo list. I think
Who?
Kansas and West Virginia.
Oh yeah, disregard that game. Yeah, I didn't
Disregard,
even, I didn't
huh?
even type it. I didn't even type. No,
Bro,
I
that's
saw
gonna be a
West
dirty
Virginia's
game.
favored, bro. I saw that. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not touching that game. I'm not betting on
One
no
more,
Garrett
one more
Green in my
time
life
on
ever
West
again,
Virginia,
bro.
right?
Lost
One
to
more,
is
one more
Eli
time
Holstein
for
a
West
senior,
Virginia.
freshman?
Country roads, take me home.
Yo, what's Eli Holstein? Freshman, junior, senior?
Holstein, 1 second.
He went to Alabama, right?
Freshman. He's not a freshman.
Sophomore, junior, redshirt.
I think he's a junior. 1 second.
Probably redshirt junior.
Oh, Holstein?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he a freshman, I think.
Redshirt freshman then, right? Because he was an Alabama transfer, right?
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
I watched him too. He's pretty good.
Bro, all right, nah, don't say that. He's but he's all like amped up toughness. That's what he is, and he like.
And he don't look like he a redshirt freshman, bro. He looks
Nah,
like he's
Narduzzi had him putting in
30.
work in that
He
backyard
looks
brawl.
like
I'm not
he's
gonna lie.
30.
That's yeah. Like, bro,
Bro,
I saw how hyped he was getting.
They said he was a freshman. I looked at him twice. I'm like, this dude ain't no freshman.
Hey, Alabama got the best
We need to
linebacker
check-
duo in
hey.
the country.
We need to check something. We need to check his birth certificate.
Hey, I'll tell you this though: Alabama got the best linebacker duo in the country.
Yeah, we do. You know what else we got? The best running back in the country.
I don't really care. That wasn't
Jalen
my goal.
Milrow.
Oh, Jalen Milrow. You got the most
They call him a
athletic.
running back, just own it.
You know
When
what
he
I
ain't
do?
got no picks,
You
he
know
ain't
what
got
I
no
say?
picks. I guess he a running back, huh?
Nah, here's the way you spin that. You say he's the most athletic player on the field at all times.
He is.
That's how you
You
spin
see,
that.
why I can't play with him in college football 25 because he runs like a leprechaun holding a thing of gold. He's like,
He's gonna fumble the ball.
I can't play with him, man. He's so it like. Have you ever seen it? He like runs with like it's a pot of gold. Yeah, seriously, he runs with the football and it's like. I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he running like this? I don't play with him.
Hey, but now let's talk about Tennessee, Oklahoma, because I did have an interesting point.
I got to bring it up. That's I just had the other games pulled up. That's why I wanted to wait on it.
You're all good, brother. This is the
What time is that game? Sorry.
7:30 game.
All
So 8, so like 6:30, I guess, for you, something like that. But it's the second time in the last 20 years or something crazy like that Oklahoma's been an home underdog.
Home dog.
You know what I said? You know what I said to that? Which
They
is
got
not
no money,
surprising. Welcome to the SEC.
Under 57.5.
That looks tempting. It depends on if Oklahoma's defense locks in. That's really what that under comes down to.
Under 57.5.
I agree. I'm just saying it depends on if Oklahoma's
Not
defense locks
tempting.
in.
That's I like it.
I think I'm wanting to stay off the spread or the money line of this game though, because I think Oklahoma might be a little frisky on defense. Tennessee's the better team, in my opinion. I think Oklahoma might be a little frisky.
I need to get some money on this. Let me check the other app. Does your app
It for sure has some money on it, probably, yeah.
I don't see nothing on the money line.
Oh yeah, it won't have money line probably this early. Some of them. Let me go take a look.
I'm pulling it up. I hate that they do it by days.
It's fine. I already found it. Oh no, they got the money line. Oh, Tennessee got all the money. Oh no, they don't have the money line, but they have the spread, and it's 79.91. Jeez. Under's 48.56. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, unless freaking Robert De Niro comes out of the casino and puts a big bet on him. I doubt it's going to happen. If you understand, you understand. If you know, you know. Because, casino movie, Robert De Niro, he put a bet on anything. He moves the line. That's what he said.
Ooh, Colorado played Baylor at home.
Mm.
Big 12 opener.
Baylor's doing a lot of this too, I heard.
I heard Baylor's also mud. Like they're not good.
No, I don't think they are. They're 2-1 though, so is Colorado.
Yeah. You know what happened the last time teams was talking to Colorado? They started talking that mess, and the next thing you know, they try to go
You
shake
notice
hands.
Colorado's like quieted down a little bit
Bro,
till
they're
the
thought-
game. Now Shador, shake the guy's hand, okay?
Nah, I'm putting that on Belosi or whatever his name is. That kid need to stop yapping in the media before pregame.
Shake his hand.
Bro, Shador went to offer the hand. The kid walked away.
No, that's not what happened.
That's
he went
what
to shake
happened.
his hand, and Shador's like, no.
Well, he had to. Are you not going to set him straight yourself too? You set that kid straight and you let him know,
shake
bro.
his hand and make him
Nah,
remember.
nah. You gonna
look me in the eye.
You gonna look him in the eye and let him know you gonna do
You
all
gonna
that
look me
talking.
in
You
the
gonna own
eye.
up for it, and then you
You
gonna
gonna
shake
look
my
me.
hand afterwards. He walked away like a little scared, tucked between his legs. Shador went and dapped up multiple teammates after that from CSU and showed love.
I was watching a video on it, bro. It was disrespectful. He was laughing at him.
He deserves it.
Nah, you shake his hand and say, "That's what I thought." That's how you
Nah.
guys.
I'm not gonna let y'all put this on Shador when it's the other kid's fault. We're not doing that. It's the other kid's fault.
On Shador.
Yeah, all right, bro. Joe, you can do your thing. We're disregarding that.
Baylor's gonna win.
All right. You're one of those. I'm gonna send you a meme in a couple at the end of the show, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm one of those guys." Damn.
Nah, I'm gonna be a hater. I've been hating the whole time.
You can be an objective hater and not hate on stuff that's just dumb to hate on. Like that was on Bellissi's fault. That was Bellissi's fault. Don't be stupid.
Hey, you want to hear some stats?
Yeah, for sure.
Small visiting dog. All right. The team game is between 1 and 9. The closing total is between 46 and 100. The team's rank is between 0 and 0. They're not ranked. The team is the visiting team. The game was played during regular season. The spread is between 0 and 4. 453, 441, and 2, 51%. Baylor money line.
You may tell you what this game really matters for Colorado. This will tell us how they're going to compete in the Big 12 most likely for the rest of the year and what kind of level they're going to be on. Because this is their first Big 12 test this year, right? Yeah. So if they compete well here and they're able to hold serve at home, then you that's how you're going to be able to kind of shift through what games to bet on them versus what games to not bet on them. If they get shit on at home, it just lets you know to bet against Colorado the rest of the year probably because they're not going to be able to handle the Big 12 if they can't play with Baylor. If you can't play with Baylor, you can't handle the Big 12.
Yeah.
It's not that Baylor's just good. It's that's
Baylor
the
will
level
be
of
good
the
in
Big
like
12.
2 years.
I don't know if Dave Arana has 2 years.
Well, he said he's buying players now. He did.
I'm laughing because I'm like, bro, they're all buying players. Why you just say that in the media, Dave?
I mean, it's like some of them act like they're too good to do it. Just do it. It's legal.
Hey, some of them got talent fees now.
I ain't paying 10% more on it. You're already charging out the wazoo.
Did your state governor do what Georgia did in response to that?
What did they do?
You didn't see what Brian Kemp did, Parlay?
Nah.
As soon as the as soon as the Tennessee talent fee came out, Brian Kemp signed an executive order in Georgia saying all Georgia schools can't pay their players and the NCAA can't do anything about it.
Dang.
You know, and by the way, I heard this from On3, like their top end reporters. I didn't see the technical. I just saw the Andy Staples report this morning, the follow up from the day before.
The one time I didn't watch Andy Staples in the morning. I've been watching him lately. He pulled my comment up on the show one time.
Okay, Parlay. See, this is a creator supporting other creators, man.
I like him. He got his head on his shoulders.
Yeah, I like him and the stuff him and Ari. They gotta leave 3-2-1 no alone, bruh. But Bro, I feel bad for that 3-2-1 no, bro. The whole sports media college football landscape just trying to make him eat dog poop out of Solo Cup. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Are they dumb?
Hey, Blaine Crane was trying to do it too. He was trying hard.
The whole internet
The
media.
stuff Blaine said tweets is hilarious.
I know somebody who knew the guy's account before he got deleted everything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's fucking hilarious.
I had never seen that dude before.
I saw the tweet before. Like I saw the tweet before it got popularized on our timelines. Like it was in our timeline.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, the guy is on from our corner of CFB Twitter parlay.
Oh, I know he is. I went and
Okay.
saw his friends.
Okay, yeah.
The Knowles have came in my space before the season, and we're doing a lot of this. and now, who's the one kicking people out to space, baby? What's up?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Y'all
You know-
ain't it. Get that.
Now you're
Outta
gonna
here.
laugh at this. One of my homies that's a FSU fan on here is also a Panthers fan. Man, he's really in the trenches right now. He gave up on football for the year, man.
I would too, bro.
Bro, you watch your team lose as a Power 4 school at home or on the, I think it was at home to Seth Hennigan, bro. You truck that one up to the game, bro. They 0-3. Hey, speaking of, you think they're
Is
gonna
Ole
win?
Miss gonna play anyone this year? Georgia Southern or Sirius?
You mean this week or in general, obviously?
No, like they're playing Georgia Southern this week. They haven't played anyone yet this year. You know, Wake Forest. Or wait, did you tell me that Wake Forest paid to? Yeah,
They paid $1 million to cancel their schedule with.
that's crazy.
They wasn't trying to play them next year.
Is Louisville going to struggle against Georgia Tech?
It's kind of what you were just describing for Ole Miss. It's the first time they play anybody this year for Louisville.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see if their ranking's real, more or less. I mean, they're a talented team. Don't get me wrong. It just when you haven't played, for example, the only team that's really played nobody, and we still like give them kind of. Actually, no, I take that back. Tennessee played NC State, so they played somebody. So no, yeah, there's the only team has really played nobodies. Is Ole Miss so far, right? In Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State already had a bye week. Oh wait, Alabama's on a bye week,
Yeah, but you guys are on a bye week because you play Georgia next.
and they're on a bye week too.
Yeah, and in Ohio State, they were playing Marshall. Like, come on. What is this?
And the week before they played like.
All right, but they
West-
targeted their next. They targeted their next bye week really well, though. It's in between Oregon and Nebraska. They're smart.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Cause and you know what's funny? They took this bye. Now it makes sense why they took the bye week before Marshall. Cause listen, they got the bye week before Marshall, Ohio State, which was the last week we just had. Now they play Marshall this week, Michigan State the following week, Iowa the week after, and then it's the Oregon game. Then they get a bye week, and then it's Nebraska at home, and then on the road to Penn State.
They gonna beat Oregon.
Bro. Oh, one of my Auburn homies just told me something interesting.
Auburn.
Arkansas, yeah, one of my Auburn homies just told me something. Arkansas's best DBs are out, and Cam Coleman's playing.
I think Auburn wins by 1, but they don't cover.
I don't know if they cover, but I don't even know if they win, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was leaning Arky early in the week.
Money's all over Arky.
Then it's public. I gotta stay off.
It's real public.
People are trying to catch the Cal wave.
It's Hank
There's a
Brown.
reason. What were you saying?
It's Hank Brown now, though. People don't know.
Yeah. That they're gonna have to play. We all know Hugh only coaches for one game all year, so. Am I wrong?
He gets 2.
Who was the other one? Who's the other one? Georgia?
Georgia and Alabama is he called plays for
Oh, so does he? Are those the only 2 he calls plays for?
last year.
He didn't call it for the rest. So who does he play first this year? Georgia, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So then, because you guys are the last game of the year, so that's why I said obviously. I caught myself when I said that. So
But
if
they're
that's the-
rivalry too now.
But you guys are the last
Used to
game
be
of
a
the
lot
year, is
bigger
my point.
rivalry though.
Yeah.
That game used to be really close, like every
Bro,
year.
I've noticed some of those trolls, like in the troll stuff, bro. Like, them Georgia and Auburn fans do not like each other.
Yeah, that's a real. That's a big rivalry. Like the
Bro.
dog has been an Auburn player before.
Oh,
When I was a kid, yeah. When I was a kid, the dog like there's a picture of it. Like I don't know if he bit him, but he like jumped at him. And like there's like a picture. Like yeah, it's like
jeez.
I'll try to pull it up and send it to you. It's like really famous. Like a lot of them have it in their house and stuff.
Nah, but yeah, I be learning about all these huge SEC rivalries through y'all, bro. Like I remember hearing about. This is how you know I'm a SEC casual when it comes to football. Oh gosh, jeez.
But yeah,
Hey,
the
SEC
dog bit
casual,
on.
but I still know how to read betting lines.
Some people can't do that, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm not doing well. But
Hey, I didn't know you were talking about yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's the CBF like knowledge wealth. I'm the guy that knows where the money goes.
I gotta like I don't know. I gotta stop making all these crazy parlays.
You gotta follow my strategy of more.
I gotta
more than
do
two.
one or two.
Yeah, I do one or two a
I was
day.
talking to another guy, and he's like, "Bro, them parlays rigged. They don't want you to win. You got to do 2 or 3." I said, "Yep."
I do. The only time you see me max out is if I'm feeling confident in the slate. Which, for example, remember I told you you saw what I did Tuesday in the Champions League, bro. I hit 3 slips. I went
I
3 for
don't like
3
this slate at all, honestly.
for college football.
Yeah, we'll see closer to time.
Yeah, yeah. Should we get into NFL here before we get out of here?
Yeah, definitely. I
All
got
right.
some plays cooked. I got some props cooked up.
I wanted to ask you what you think about Lions Cards, the highest total of the week. Detroit -3 on the road in Arizona.
Let me pull it up. +3 Arizona.
Yeah, on the at home. Highest total of the week too.
James Conner scored last week.
He did.
Kyler.
Rushing? No. Kyler doesn't even have to run the ball like that anymore.
He did
They
the
have
first
too many
one.
weapons in the passing game now.
I like Arizona money line.
Interesting. I don't know if the Lions lose this. They might bounce back, and I think that -3 is an adjustment because of the Bucks spread that they gave them. They had them at -7 at home versus the Bucks, and the Bucks crushed. I think this might be an overreaction spread. That's why I put it at the top. I think the Lions might cover here, unless they have the public money.
They don't have any money.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Because I think this is a perfect spot to where it was an overreaction.
Well, it's
line.
42-40. Actually, I false. 42-42 on the spread
Yeah.
and 66-53 on the money line.
66-53 leaning towards
Yeah.
Cardinals.
No, that's
The Lions money. Okay.
34-47 is the Cardinals at +125.
Well, that could make sense because the money line being plus money chasing, you can equate. There's many ways to look at that, but
Yeah.
just my read on this game was that line is an overreaction line because you can't be -7.5 to the Bucks, lose the way you did at home, and then they flipped it this hard.
And
to
y'all
where
on
it's a
Pound Town this week.
Yeah, bro. You saw that's next in the notes, bro. So this year, I think there's a it's like
Bengals are 0-2.
they're gonna
Y'all gonna
kill
get
us.
drugged.
You're gonna get, bro. You know it's +8 though.
I will say it's a different year. It's 7.5 now. I will say it's a different year. Because I did
And
take Baltimore last week as a big spread.
It was
and
supposed to be yeah. They got handed. Well, I'll tell you this though, the public got destroyed yesterday.
I kind of like Washington.
Bro, I think we have a chance to cover. We're not winning, obviously, but I think we have a chance to cover.
Might win, bro.
Bro, I thought like this in the Bucks game, and we got put on Reddit videos, man. I'm off that. I'm off that, bro. I'm good. I'm not trying to see that again, bro. They had my DBs twerking out there, bro. It was bad. Sorry for this graphic version of telling this, but y'all didn't have 2-3 years of DB play taken off your life watching Emmanuel Forbes and Benjamin St. Juste try to guard Mike Evans and Chris Godwin for 60 minutes, bro. That was brutal. That was brutal. The Bucks also are low key NFC East, NFC Championship / Super Bowl game dark horse in my opinion.
Yeah. So what do you think about this Thursday? Tomorrow,
Pats should cover.
Pats to cover.
Jets
I like
don't
some
look
props. You want to hear my props?
for sure.
Like Mike Williams over 23.5 receiving yards,
He just needs one big catch.
one big catch. Antonio Gibson, 22.5 rushing yards. He's been splitting carries. He's got over 100 yards this year already.
Because of game 2, he had 11 on 96. The only thing that scares me about that is he's not really splitting carries. He's getting a couple of carries, but
I need
Ramondre,
23 yards. He's projected like 30 on the AI.
you're right, but it's hard as a backup running back, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's the
but I
only
need
thing I'm
this
thinking
one
because
time.
you never know how many touches they'll end up giving Mondre. Because Ramondre Stevenson could get
Mondre
30
be going
touches in
off.
that game.
Yeah,
He'll
I
get
know.
30
He
touches.
been going on.
That's the only
But
thing that scares me with that.
his projections were low. Like he was projected on the unders, and he was projected all the overs.
That's
Antonio
weird.
Gibson. Yeah.
That's weird. I
So I
mean, the
took
Jets
his-
don't. The reason I say that is because the Jets have not been able to stop the run this year.
Yeah, so it should work out.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, I also have Brees Hall to score a touchdown.
It's like the worst odds of I don't know why. I mean, at least the betting provider I bet at, I don't even look at Brees Hall anymore because the last time I looked, the last week I looked, he was minus 210 for anytime touchdown, and I just like, all right, y'all got.
Well, he's got a happy demon face on him, so he gets extra money.
No, are you on Prize Picks or Underdog?
Prize Picks right now.
Okay, yeah. No, when I'm on FanDuel, bro, last Sunday when I saw that Brees Hall minus 210, I almost barfed.
And then I got another play,
Okay.
separate.
Okay.
2 people to score a touchdown. Garrett Wilson did not have one last week. And Ramondre Stevenson should get into the
I
end zone.
think Mondre will probably get in the end zone. The thing that scares me about Wilson, is a catch-22 because there's
Lazard.
times last year last week when Rodgers
Last
had
week
him
was
open
not good.
and missed him. I have him on on one of my main fantasy teams, so I gotta.
I had him score a touchdown last week too.
I couldn't do that. If you're on my fantasy team, there's only certain players I'm betting on because I'm not trying to feel the double the pain.
He's not on my fantasy team.
So you're not feeling double the pain. I'm gonna feel double the pain if he doesn't score, because then it's gonna hit me on both ways. Speaking of that, Alvin Kamara.
Man, he been going off, bro. I almost drafted him, and I was like, man, he's washed.
I got him in one league. He's playing for a contract though, Joe.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
He's playing for a contract. That's why they didn't pay him this year. So and he wants his money.
He sucked like the last 2 years. I'm gonna be honest.
Because they left him out the dry with no O line.
But
Now they have an O line
anything
again.
else for the Thursday game?
Thursday game, the main thing I got here is that the Pats should cover. I think it was like anything over plus 5.5 this year. The spread has been covered 9-1 against the spread or something crazy like that.
Under 38.5.
I'm not touching the over under. That's too dark mode zone. You won the duel on Monday, man. You got me. I hit the props on Monday. I was right with those props, but
I was wrong with the props, but I had the other.
Hey, if we took my props with your over under, we would have both hit.
We would have been banging.
We was tripping, but we wanted the duel that day, and you won the battle.
Not the props though.
I
But
guess I won
I like
the war in the end.
that under's low. It's
Yeah,
low.
I'm not touching that under, Joe.
I've hit a lower under before last year with Iowa.
I was about to say Iowa doesn't count. I was about to catch it.
Like
They were Iowa's always them scores were 14-3.
But it's the Patriots and it's the Patriots.
The Patriots defense is good, but you also have to understand the Seahawks and them went to battle last week.
Oh, I know. DK scored a touchdown.
JSN shredded them.
Had him on the bench. I don't know what I'm doing in fantasy, bro.
All right, before we get out of here,
Oh, I got one more play for the week.
actually, I wanted to talk. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I got
Alright.
a couple more things I want to talk about NFL too.
All right, so one for the Saturday. If you're on Prize Picks, Go ahead and whatever you do, take Caleb Williams over half a passing yard.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I saw that prop. It's like a free added boost parlay or
Yeah, they
whatever
do
it
that
is.
all the time.
Till the end of September, I heard.
And last week, there was a lot of quarterbacks hit their under in receiving in passing yards, and a lot of the AI projections actually said that they would, but I didn't want to take it. But this week, all the AI projections were saying over, so we're gonna take some guys over. Caleb Williams is one. Patrick Mahomes is one, 250 and a half. Anthony Richardson at 182 and a half. And Sam Darnold at 223 and a half.
You know who's the safest bet out of all those ones, right?
Sam Darnold.
You're right. That's the funniest part. Sam Darnold's the safest bet out of all those because of the offense that he's
He's
in.
projected like 250.
It's because the offense that he's in.
I
Bro,
love it.
you know what's
I
funny?
love it.
You want me to tell you a little antidote? If you're not in a Kyle Shanahan style offense right now, or a similar type McVay offense, you're not a good passer right now. Isn't that crazy?
Dude, I love it. I love it.
Bro, look at
Anthony Richardson is not gonna throw the same.
we're covering that game next. I hope you know, so we might as well just get into it.
Yeah.
All right, so Colts -1 at home versus the Bears. I think the Bears should be favored here. I think the wrong team's favored personally. I think it's because you guys are at home that you're favored, but
I mean, it's a pick'em game, bro. Both teams stink.
their defense is better than yours. Their defense is good.
I don't know. Eberflus, we know who that is.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the
He
people
came
on the
from
defense.
the Colts.
I know, but the players that they have are good. Like they're loaded on defense. Loaded.
Yeah, but we know what they're gonna do.
What do you mean?
We know what they're gonna do. We know a scheme.
Oh boy. That cover 3.
Well,
Don't they
yeah,
play?
I think he does run cover 3.
I know the Colts, the classic Gus Bradley Colts. Is he still there, Gus Bradley?
Oh, yeah, Gus Bradley runs Tampa too, don't he?
He used to run tons of cover 3 there.
Oh, well, all he runs is one thing. It must be. I don't think it's cover 3 because we got 2 safeties back there.
He used to. No, I'm talking about what he used to run. He must have had to change in the past couple of years. Because doesn't Gus Bradley come from that Seattle system?
Legion of Boom. He was the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, they run cover 3. That's what their main. The 49ers. That's what they run.
Bro, is off. I mean, cover 3. You're not supposed to have 2 safeties, are you?
I don't disagree with you. No. You do because they you can have
It's a match.
It's a corner. Don't you have the corner dropping out to cover the deep zone?
Mate, drop back.
Drop
Derek?
because
I'm saying like when you line up, or do they have the 2 safeties?
when you line up, you can have
so
2 safeties there, but they have to move to their spots.
Yeah, but they
You
have
could theoretically disguise it up there as looking like too high and go
that's
cover
a
3.
cover 3 match. Is if you disguise it, if you match it.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I run on.
The CFB.
But all the other cover 1, cover 3, they usually have 1 safety. Is what I've been noticing. I don't know.
Cover 1 for sure, because you're practically in man.
Yeah, I know. I run that a little bit too. Cover 1.
Yeah, you're practically almost in man. But yeah, cover 1's good coverage. You have good corners that are in good can handle man. For example, the schemes that I like that are really good right now are what the Browns are doing with that single high safety, and what the Packers are starting to do with that new DC that they got with that single high safety.
They look good, bro.
The Packers signed Xavier McKinney for that role. They literally signed
McKinney,
Xavier
bro.
McKinney
I
for that
love
role.
McKinney. I didn't even know they had McKinney until like in the fourth quarter.
They got him in that Jesse Bates.
Xavier McKinney with the sack, and I'm like, no,
bro. He has a pick in both games already.
Yeah, he's nice, bro. No, it was a pick. It wasn't a sack. It was a pick.
Yeah, he has a pick in both games already, bro. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, and then a couple more lines that I mentioned before we get out of here. Tampa could be intriguing at home as a touchdown favorite versus the Broncos. They can't really get anything going, and Bo Nix does not trust his arm to push the ball down the field. So if that's the case, expect the Bucs to bring a ton of blitz packages at him. And one of the better secondaries in the league, speed-wise, they'll be able to keep up on the outside with anybody. So expect this game to be tough for the Broncos going on the road to have to play Tampa. I think Tampa's underrated by Vegas and by us. I think Tampa's very good. Very, very good. I had to watch them live week 1, and then I saw them play one of the best teams in the league in the Lions and beat them on the road. This is the game they have at home, bro. They handled the Commanders by 17, easy squeezy. I definitely think they can handle the Broncos here. We got to wait to see public money on it, but I don't. If it's under a touchdown, because it's at 6.5 right now, and it's starting to drop, and I like that reverse line movement because they want you to bet on the Broncos on money line or something like that, man. No, I really like Tampa. Could be interesting here for sure. They're way more talented than Denver. Denver's a super lean team because of the Russell Wilson trade. Yeah. And in the last game I wanted to bring up, we already kind of covered a little bit, but I did just want to highlight it. The Titans line is already starting to drop a lot with that footage of Jordan Love that came out that I talked to you about earlier. That Jordan Love footage came out, the line opened at 3, and that's at 1 now.
Dang.
So I don't know if that's the reason, but I mean it correlates time-wise. Like he's literally moving her. I'll send you the video if I can find it, but Jordan Love's like pretty much moving on that leg pretty decent. He's hopping on the bad leg. Putting all his weight on it. So if you're hopping on the bad leg, putting all your weight on it, now I'm not saying I'm a quarterback, but if you're doing all that stuff and you're swiveling on it, doing cuts on it,
you can do that on a sprained MCL. It's just if you get hit again, you're jammed.
Fair enough. And they must think it's
you can walk and run with the torn ACL. You just get hit again, you're fucked.
They must think his leg is strong enough to compete, is what it looks like.
I mean, he's probably telling him he can go. You give him a shot of cortisone, he's not gonna feel anything.
You're right. But
I
just wanted to note that because the line already dropped 2 points once that video came out of him looking fine. Almost.
You got to send me the video.
Yeah, I'll find it once we get out.
The video I think of is his knee buckling.
Yeah, no, it is not something too crazy, but it's definitely something where he applied basic weight onto it.
All right.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. There's too much soccer to cover between Saturday and Wednesday, so I'll probably try to get a short up in the next couple of days for you guys on the soccer too much because we're almost hitting an hour here. With that being said, man, this is the first pre-recorded, man. We'll catch y'all on Monday. Right now, Thursday Night Football should be going on right now as we speak. So, go Jets, go Patriots. We'll see who's the better team.
Jets.
And with that being said, man, that's the brother parlay right there.
That's Matt.
We're the gritty gamblers, man. Deuces. Peace.
Whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes